Hey guys, Lisa here with the Sound 228 for the December issue of the Sound 228 magazine. In going through artists for this past year, there's been a lot of real memorable ones, but there's one that I definitely want you to meet. They are my best new band for 2024. Please welcome New York City metalcore act As Day Breaks.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Okay, well, for those of us everyone who's tuning in who doesn't know who you guys are, please go ahead and introduce yourselves and what you do in the band.
So I'm Justin. I handle the production, the mixing, the mastering, guitars, engineering. I write all the instrumentals, and I help with the top line. And Waldo.
Well, I'm Waldo, like Justin said, and I play guitar in the band.
And I'm Lily, and I sing. And I write a little top line sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so where exactly are you guys in New York? Because New York is a big place. I said New York City, which is sort of close, but...
Yeah, we're actually in Westchester, so just a little bit up from New York City.
Not
Okay.
upstate, but you know.
Not quite upstate, yeah.
Definitely not upstate. You guys, I know you guys just sort of established yourselves this year, but I've been looking at your social media, and it said that it took you 7 years to get this project off the ground. So if you guys could give us some backstory as to when this project started, what it took to get it off the ground.
So it starts when I met this guy when I was 14. You want to tell the story, or am I going to tell it?
I can tell it. I can tell
Okay,
part
cool.
of it. But basically, I met Justin in high school, but the way in which we met was kind of special, I would say. I'm probably gonna get canceled after I say this, but I don't care.
Go for it.
Justin played a show in school, and I thought he did a good job. And the next day, he was waiting outside class, and I just see him. He had a Metallica shirt on, and I just approach him. And I just go like, you know what? I don't like Metallica, but you played really good. And that's literally how we met. After that, the rest is history. Yep,
yeah, imagine going up to the weird, like, antisocial metal kid, telling him his favorite band sucks, and then you, like, become best friends. Like,
I mean, the way we find our people is the way we find our people.
Yeah.
What about you, Lily? When did you come to join these two?
How long was it now? Like almost 2 years?
January
A little over a year and a half?
2023. We went to college together, and we were majoring in the same things, and we were in classes together for the whole time. But on a whim, a professor placed us in the same class, where we went to music school. We studied studio production, and we would be in this class that would be like a master class where we would like come in and we'd like show songs that we were working on, and we'd basically sit in with like a producer to help work on the songs with us. And I'd be bringing in songs and stuff, and she was like, I hear vocals over this, and I'm like, welcome aboard. And that's pretty much how it happened.
Yeah, he brought in those tracks, and I honestly had never tried to sing that style of music at all. Like before I went to college, I was making like bedroom pop, but I heard his tracks, and I've always been like an emo kid at heart, like ever since I was in like middle school. And I heard that track, and I was like, yo, like this is fucking dope. Like I want to sing on this. And one day I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna muster up the courage and say, you know, I'm gonna ask him if he might want a singer on it. And then yeah, it kind of just happened. And like ever since that first recording session, we were like, yeah,
full steam ahead. We've just been recording songs. Ashes was the first song that we recorded. That was the first song that I brought in, and I was like, I have these vocals for it. You can do it. And she was like, oh man, I've never sung like this before. I don't know if I can do it. And then she crushed it immediately. Just from the first second, I'm like, this is fucking insane. Let's go. And then we never stopped.
Yeah, I have to say I agree. I was really surprised to find when I was looking at the song credits on Spotify that you were self-produced.
Totally.
It's a very ballsy move. In most cases, self-production is a train wreck. So I'm curious, what made you decide? I mean, was it because most bands, for them, it's a financial decision, right? We're broke. We don't have any money to pay someone else to do this. So either I'm going to learn and do my best, or I'm going to attempt to learn and fail in a really epic way and put it out anyway and call it music. So what made you decide that you guys were going to go ahead and that you were going to self-produce?
So basically, it started when I was like 13 or 14, where everything that you said, where, they tried and then they released music and it sucked. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I think that's where we all started.
Yeah, dude, it was so bad. I mean, here's the thing. I just kind of I just took it upon myself. Like we wanted to record and we wanted to put shit together. It's not even that we weren't even thinking about money. No one had money. Money was not even real at that point. We were fucking children, right?
Yeah.
And be like, oh, dude, I could take out my phone and record on voice memos or some shit. And then it pretty much just grew from there. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew that I had a sound in my head and I wanted to figure out how to get there. And pretty much through the process of shutting away and learning the hard skill, everything the hard way has led up to this moment, which, now I do know what I'm doing and now it sounds fucking sick,
Well, so where are you actually doing? I'm assuming you're just doing it in where you live.
Yeah, right here. This is the studio.
There it is. Yeah, I mean,
right there. She fucking screams her head off, and I'm like, do it again.
Neighbors are mad as hell about it. But...
Yeah, I get complaints all the time, but I don't give a fuck.
Oh my gosh! So are you living in an apartment and your neighbors hear you?
Yeah, I live with my parents, and my neighbors hear it. Yeah.
They hear me saying over and over for an hour at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more fucking 7 hours where we're just in here sweating.
I mean, our sessions are 5 to 7 hours long.
Yeah, dude.
The AC's got to be off. We're both drenched in sweat, but
yeah, because we want to get a clean take without the noise into the mic, and we recorded all of these songs in dead summer, so it'd be fucking 100 degrees in here, and we'd be singing the way she does, where she's screaming at the top of her fucking range. It's just for hours, and I'm just fuck.
I'd have to sit down.
Oh my gosh. Well, what is it? Tom Keeley and his band in Australia. Oh, Patient 67.
Dude, I love P67.
His social media is so funny when he I don't know if it's real or not. Probably is, and he probably makes it up. But it's really funny because he talks about his neighbor giving his landlord giving him a hard time because he's trying to record again.
Yeah.
And telling him, oh, by the way, your band sucks. Whatever your rent's due, stuff like that. So you guys put out Ashes, and then you just had a follow-up with Oblivion. So Can you give us the backstory? I mean, you said 7 years to get this stuff off the ground, and then you put out 2 really sick tracks. So were you just learning through that 7 years?
Yeah, fully just learning. Yeah, man.
I mean, technically, we didn't even start at that kind of music.
We didn't start with that kind of music at all. Our background is classic rock. Our background is the first band I listened to was AC/DC, and I didn't listen to anything else until I was 15. I'm not even kidding. I was obsessed with that shit, dude. I had the guitars and everything and the whole thing down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And his background is similar.
It's the same with me. My bands were Van Halen,
Yeah.
Aerosmith, Green Day, nothing even remotely close to metalcore.
We didn't even know about metalcore until 2019.
Yeah.
We didn't know that existed until 2019. We were into Sum 41 and shit. The music we were making when we were in high school with our old bands was very trying to do classic rock and pop punk, but now, but that makes it sound cooler than it was because we sucked ass.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Part of the learning, I guess.
It was part of learning. Yeah. So it was just 7 years of just learning how to get the sound in my head on paper. You asked okay, well, what was what made you want to do it? I just wanted to do it. I wish I had a better explanation other than I just loved doing it. I loved the idea of making a song and being able to be I would put this beside any of my favorite bands and be comfortable with that. I want to make myself feel the same way that I feel when I listen to my favorite bands. And it took and I'm still learning how to do it. I don't think I figured it out yet, but I feel we just got to the point where we're really proud of this and we want to release the music. So yeah, it was just 7 to 8 years of learning. Also, we had to find our vocalist, obviously. I was singing in front of the other bands, but when you have someone like this in your fucking band who has these pipes, it's why the fuck would you even try, right? She made it cool. She made the music cool, and then pretty much since then we kept refining, and yeah, so like you said, learning for 7 or 8 years pretty much.
Okay. Well, I mean, definitely the proof is in the product. Lily, I've got to ask, I'm assuming most of you were going to college for a music major.
We were.
Yeah,
I actually have an engineering degree. I'm
What
not
kind of
even,
engineering?
it's mechanical engineering.
Okay. Hey, we need
Yeah.
those.
And yeah, I had studied nothing related to music. All I've learned is by myself and through this man right here teaching me like whatever he knows or everything he knows. And yeah, like I just want to do this, and sure, I have an engineering degree, but like I also want to do this. I come down like every weekend or whenever Justin and Lily want me to be here to like do anything with the band. So yeah.
So let me ask you, Lily, what were you in school for vocals?
No, I was actually in school for the same thing he was. We
Studio
both went
production.
to school. Yeah, it's called studio production, basically music production, audio
Right.
engineering. Yeah. So I was making my own music too when I was younger. I kind of mentioned it before. I was like, I've gone through a bunch of different genres. Started out making like kind of bedroom pop stuff when I was like 15, 16.
What does that mean?
Kind of like,
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I think that like at the time, like I guess my influences were kind of like early Billie Eilish, like Clairo, stuff like that. Like, which like they're doing great today, but it just kind of wasn't really like my authentic style. I kind of was doing what was popular at the time, trying to like find my own sound, but it's definitely been a journey. And then, you know, when, like we were talking about, when I heard Justin's tracks in our class, I was like, this is unlike anything that I've ever tried before, but I like felt so drawn to it. And then, you know, that first session, it was just so fun to like really push myself outside of like my comfort zone and try something new. And I just like never looked back, honestly.
So you not had vocal training?
I have. I took vocal lessons growing up, and I actually am a vocal teacher now. It's kind of like my side gig, but
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
Okay, got you. All right. Well, what's so interesting is that you came out with these your first single, Ashes, and what you went, going back to what you said, Justin, about you wanted to aspire to be like some of your favorite bands. I think most bands, like new bands, when they're coming out, they don't realize your competition is Bring Me the Horizon, Bad Omens, Architects. That is your competition. So if you're not going to put out a product that's going to be as good as what they're putting out, no one's going to listen. So congratulations on putting out 2 really, really great songs. I mean, Lily, your vocals are absolutely beautiful.
Crazy. It's crazy, dude.
You know,
Yeah.
whenever anybody hears our stuff, that's the first thing that they say to me. You know, they're like, "Whoa, that's you! That's incredible!" And well, I think that's like such a big compliment, and I am really proud of the stuff that we've done together. I always kind of bring the attention back to Justin, because he really is like the powerhouse of this whole group. You know, he's the one that's doing all the heavy lifting. Like he's the reason why we sound as amazing as we do. So, you know.
Are you all, so Waldo and Lily, are you both also contributing to the writing process, or is Justin, are you writing everything, writing all the instrumentals, the vocals, and then just saying, hey, here's your homework?
So far, yes. So far for the I think Oblivion's the first song that we actually did co-write the vocals for. I had a set of vocals for it. I think we kept like half of it, and then the other half, I'm like, this fucking sucks. We need to rewrite this. You need to drop some shit on here, dude. And then it turned into what it was, and it's fucking sick. And I think for both of the songs, actually, like we had recorded the songs last year, and then while we were recording the promo material, like the vocal one takes, we ended up beating the fucking takes on the original. And like 2 weeks before release, I ended up like going into the session and replacing all the vocals with the new shit, because she had just improved beyond anything that I could have ever imagined. And it's everything I could have ever dreamed of, honestly, as a vocalist. And like no ego, we just go in there and work. It's just fucking a good time, you know?
Yeah, I listened back to that like first like original version of Ashes, and I was like, yeah, I think I could do this better now.
Yeah.
After
So I have to ask, how old are you guys?
23.
22.
24.
Oh, babies, I have a 23-year-old daughter. Come on now. You know?
Yeah.
Goodness. So what do your parents think? of all this? Because there's a lot of parents who either really support their kids with a music career, and there's a lot of parents who are like, you best get that mechanical engineering degree, boy. You best get it, So how are they supportive in this venture for you then?
Definitely. For me, they erased. Well, this is the thing. Let's begin by saying my dad was like the music person in my family. He played the bass, but the thing is that he had a band. He did a lot of gigs. So he was successful in music while also having a career. So that's what they kind of instilled in me. But regardless, I know that like for a fact that if I dropped what I was doing to do music and I was being successful and I loved it, they would support me all the way. And still like right now they still support me. They say like, this is amazing, whatever you need, let me know. They share in social media, like, and they're proud of like doing this. Just with like the little that we have, being able to put out something like that, especially Justin. Again, Justin is the engine of this band, really.
Thanks, dude.
So yeah, like they still support me whether I would be working as an engineer right now or not. So
I love that. And so Lily, wait, Justin, are you working in the music industry, or I'm assuming you all have day jobs, because everyone I know in this industry who isn't like Metallica has a day job. So to answer your question about if my parents are supportive, if it wasn't for my parents or my family in general, I wouldn't be able to do any of this shit. They've been like the driving force behind whatever the fuck you need. Do it. We believe in you. We know you're gonna make tons of fucking money. Just do your thing. I think crazy, right? Fucking insane. Like the greatest parents and greatest family in the world. My oldest sister, let me shout out Hoshi, because she's also like the driving force behind all of this shit. She was like, I did the thing where I have like the 7-figure a year career, and I did the thing where I'm hiring CEOs, and this shit fucking sucks. And whatever you have going on you're going to be better off than whatever I have now. You know what I mean? Like she really like is all of them have been so supportive. So to answer your question, do we all work? These two work full time. I'm that one unemployed friend who's taking it upon himself to do fucking everything, all of the socials, all of the editing, all of the mixing, dude. Like I don't take that shit lightly. I want that to be my job, and if I want to get paid for it, I have to treat it like I'm on the payroll fucking right now. You know what I'm saying? I think I couldn't be happier. I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. I love doing this. Big Lots needs a fucking manager if I wanted to quit at any point. I'm sure Home Depot needs someone to garden if I wanted to get a job, fuck it. Wow. And Lily, so you said you're a vocal teacher. What kind are you teaching children?
Yeah, I teach at a school of rock, actually. So I teach like people ranging from like 6 years old to like 50 years old. And
so honestly, you teach at the School of Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's very fulfilling. I really love to do it. It's so much better than like I used to work at like an Urban Outfitters. That sucked. I love like having.
So does the music at Urban Outfitters. It also sucks. Yes.
Yeah. The same playlist for 2 years straight. I lost my mind.
Wow.
No, like I mean, I hear a lot of the same music in School of Rock too a lot of the time, but it's a lot better. So I'm happy to have something where like, my side gig is also something musical. It's really fun for me, and it's fun to be there. I don't hate it, which is like the goal.
Yeah, no, that's so super cool. I'm so glad that you guys have so much support from your families and from one another to keep endeavoring into something that you're so passionate about. Since you've just dropped Oblivion, I know, Justin, you had said that maybe there was something else coming in the next few, like what's going on? What's coming up next for you guys?
So if you recall, Linkin Park came back a month and a half ago, right?
I think I do remember hearing something about that.
Yeah, right. Amazing band. Like one of the main reasons why I fucking play music is Linkin Park. I think that he also can reflect that.
Yeah.
And I remember when they opened with the Emptiness Machine, I'm like, this is crazy. And then Emily Armstrong comes out, and I'm like, we're covering this song. Like, there's no way we're not, like, she has the pipes for it. She sounds like Emily, honestly. She sounds fucking, like, so good. So We recorded a Linkin Park cover, and that's coming out November 15th, this Friday.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh, that's good. Okay? Is it the Emptiness Machine or is it a different track?
It's Emptiness Machine. Yeah, it's
Oh.
amazing. Yeah, she crushed
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I think a lot of people got really upset about Linkin Park, which I think is completely unfounded because it doesn't affect them personally and it's none of their business.
Yeah.
Linkin Park is a band. It's Mike Shinoda's baby, and it's been 7 years.
Absolutely.
And Mike Shinoda can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Absolutely.
And not only that, but I think having a new male vocalist would invite so many comparisons and not really make it something new and fresh. So I think with Emily Armstrong, he really knocked it out of the park. And I've been looking. A lot of my friends been going to the shows all over the world, and they've all been saying they are blown away by her. And I've got my tickets to Warped Tour in DC.
Oh yeah, dude, let's go.
I am praying so hard to the metal gods. Please let Linkin Park be on that bill. Like, I will lose my mind. I will probably cry. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I would love to see them. It looks like she's been killing it. So I'm really looking forward to hearing that from you guys. I know that you haven't played live yet.
Not yet.
What's going on with that? Do you have some other friends? I'm assuming if you've gone to school for music, you have other connections, other people that you know in the industry, especially just in Westchester. You're literally a stone's throw from New York City. It's not that big of a deal. Also, Connecticut, Massachusetts, there's that whole tri-state area up there that you could tap into. What do you have planned for 2025 and the possibility of live shows?
So we're going to build a bit of a catalog of songs and some hype and just keep releasing music. And once we have enough to put together like a good 6 or 7 song set, we're going to start hitting it hard. I've been building like the rig for live. As you've heard, like these songs have tons of production on them. There's a lot of shit going on, and there's a lot of like coordination and a lot of shit that has to happen, but we're going to be playing live in 2025. It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
It's going to be so dope.
And the other factor is that we've looked at, bands that were kind of in our same position.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that when we play live, we're going to do a good job and it's not going to sound like cheap or really bad. Like, we want to make sure that on our first time, it's going to be decent and we like uphold to like what we put out in our like songs.
To add on to that, like we came out of the gate with Ashes, we want to come out of the gate live, basically.
You have to.
Yeah, exactly, right? So that's the plan.
You either come out of the gate raging or you come out of the gate and you immediately trip and fall on your face.
Absolutely.
It's literally one or the other. So I think, with the vocals, with the production, with everything you guys have got going on, I am so excited to hear like new music in 2025. Of course, I'm looking forward to hearing the Linkin Park cover, but I want to hear more original music from you. So if that's coming in 2025,
we're going to release another track on December, and it's a complete departure from everything we've ever done. It's the heaviest track we've ever done. There's no clean singing on it. It's just like Corey Taylor gutturals the whole way through. It's called McCamey Manor, and it's fucking sick, dude.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so wait, do you have vocals on that, Lily?
Yeah.
She did. She helped me. She wrote the lyrics, and we sat down and did it. But I handle all of the screams because it's just a lot for like someone to do both the screams, which is super low and super taxing, and then sing like the highest high of their range. So it's just better to like split off the duties of that.
And I've been kind of self-coaching myself on learning how to scream, the healthy way, because as a vocal teacher, it would be very hypocritical of me to do it the wrong way and to hurt myself. So yeah, that's been like months and months of work for me. Still working on it. But that's definitely something that I also want to be able to do when we start playing live, for sure.
Yeah.
And not blow out my voice, which is super important.
Well, I know that Courtney LaPlante, every time I've seen Spirit Box, every time she has one of those songs with the really hard vocals, you see her walk away. And she goes and she has like, I don't know if it's throat coat or whatever she has in her mug, but she goes over and she puts something in a cup and she drinks it. And then she comes back. So yeah, got to take care of that voice, man, especially if you're going to have a lot of those hard vocals, because God forbid you rip something in your vocal cords, you're out for months
For
trying to
sure.
get that prepared. So you got to be really, really careful. So I'm glad to hear that you're taking steps to do that. So
Yeah.
it sounds like there's a lot coming in 2025. I love what you're doing at your social media. I'm glad that you're getting on there and doing the things, and you're getting, more reach with the different platforms. It looks like you're really most tuned into Instagram. Would that be fair? Oh, and TikTok.
Yeah, those are the main platforms. And I thought I would kind of be burnt out on social media immediately, but it honestly became my favorite part of it because I love interacting with you guys. I love interacting with the supporters and hopping on live streams and having like Q&As and shit. It's just, it makes my day to like read the comment section because it's just like so much kindness down there where it's just people being like, this is so sick, dude. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, like I love it. So, I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way,
I am very excited to see what the future holds for you guys. Like I said, you are officially my best new band of 2024. I think you are doing such incredible shit. Just 2 songs in, I am completely hooked and laser focused on what's going to be coming for you guys. Where can people find you if they want to find more about you and dive down the rabbit hole?
Everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, the whole thing.
As Day Breaks.
As Day Breaks official. Yeah.
All right. Well, I thank you guys for joining me today for our December issue of the Sound 228 magazine. You guys fucking rock. Keep on killing it.
Thank
you.
All right. Thank you.